Alright. It's working now. Alright. Alright. There's my thing. We're doing it the way where people just show bottom up. So... yeah. We're just gonna lower... I don't have legs! No worries, I commissioned for full body, so it's a half body. So, what do we have here? Ooh! We got some gloveless hands. I'm gloveless in this. And a white button shirt by the looks of it. Let's go a little forward down. Got some nice little buttons with some nice frills. And boom. We're starting to see a bit of a coat around. I've gotten rid of the old coat. Getting a new look of things. Look at that! It's such cool frills. Ain't that cool? And it bounces. It bounces along. Now let's get closer. Full on capelet. Look at that. And a necklace with it too. Look at this. bouncing hair too. And let's go further. Let's go further down. And kaboom! Zazam! Look at this! The wait was worth it. It took a while, but movie mouth? Yay! Yeah, hang on. Yes. It's so cool. And also, boom, I could take off the hat and I can have hair out. Yeah, so I get hair out and I can be in hat form. Ooh. Yeah. This is awesome. So where will the mail go? Magic. And that's when I will drop more lore with this character. Do not worry, my friend. Do not worry, Hickory. Let me shrink myself. So let's get into, as any or other, proper formal introductions. There it is. Yeah, the model artists did a good job. Credits on reps and models will be put near the end of the presentation, so do not worry. We got plenty of time, folks. I should probably make myself small, let's see. And let me introduce myself properly. The humanoid mailbox deliverer, or the next probably collected soul. My name is Mailbox Hael, and for with the quotation, mailbox is a title that you need to earn. So basically, people that become mailboxes, well, it's not really by choice. Plus one's old former name, they would have to, leave behind, sadly. Like, I have a real name, but my name was changed. But if I say it, it literally prevents me from ever speaking it. So, yeah, it's quite not a good curse when you think about it. So yeah, my pronouns are she, her. My age is late 20s. My birthday is January 7th. I am 5'3", 5'5" in heels. Languages I speak is English, but I am learning German, slowly but surely. But is... Where's my thing? There it is. My likes. Let's go. Likes. I do art. I like to do a lot of art. I like to do voice acting, so that's also fun. Playing games, obviously. I do like playing video games, mostly strategy games. I like coffee. Love coffee. With cream. Life is just too short for lack of flavor. We all need a flavor in our lives. And my cat. I have a cat, a fluffy cat. I wish I did a little drawing for her persona-wise, but I don't know what to do. But maybe you might see a piece of her in the future. You'll have to see. Things I dislike. Rude people. We're all stuck on this rock, so why do people gotta be rude to each other? Do you like a specific flavor, cream, or just plain? I'm not picky with flavors, as long as it's not coconut, because coconut gets me sick. It makes me sick. So I'm not really picky with flavors, but if I had to pick one, it would be vanilla. I like vanilla. I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't really like vanilla. And now, boom. Baseball bats. Because the amount of people I've seen using baseball bats to abuse mailboxes is not fun. It's terrible. I don't like celery. I don't know why, I just hate celery. I think it's like a texture thing for me. I don't know. It's just something about celery is so weird. And, of course, the AI quote-unquote art. It's not really art, but yeah. To put my stance on it, I don't like AI stuff, AI art, AI voicing. No. Give money and credit to those who've worked hard with art and voice acting and games and whatnot. Celery, indeed. Celery's cringe. Yeah. I just don't like celery. And weirdly, it tastes spicy to me. I don't know why. Trying to stay hydrated. Favorites. Okay, favorites, shows, games, comics. Are you allergic to celery? I don't know. I just taste the texture of it and I don't like it. That's funny enough. I found out I was allergic to pistachios. Because pistachios, they taste like spicy to me, even if they're not flavored. And like my gums and tongue would tingle. And one time I talked to some buddies of mine, my former coworkers, and they're like, you know, that sounds like an allergy issue. They're not supposed to be spicy. And I looked it up and it's like they're like an earthy sweet to them. So I was like, damn, okay, I'm allergic to pistachios. It's not the point where it suffocates me, but yeah. Yeah, Pokemon, favorite stuff. Pokemon, mostly Gen 3. My favorite Pokemon game was Pokemon Ruby. And as the music's playing right now, Pokemon Coliseum with Pirate Town. That is my favorite. I want to try Gales of Darkness. I have not played it yet, but I do have emulator that I want to plan on streaming for both Coliseum and Gales of Darkness, as well as Fire Emblem, the Telia series. Best Fire Emblem game, in my opinion. The story is awesome, the characters are awesome. I just love the art style and whatnot. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess was also a good one. Yeah, I don't know, all these themes are just really nice designs, especially with the light and the dark with Twilight Princess is pretty good. Ozeki no Kuni, Land of the Lustrous, both the show and the manga. And with the manga ending, I thought it was also very sweet too, bittersweet. And there's a small webcomic called Myas and Ellie. I think the creator is on hiatus, but it's like a dark fantasy webcomic. And I'm actually quite interested to see how they've done like European mythology and whatnot. It's actually pretty cool. One of her siblings already has an oral allergy syndrome based on the fact that's... Interesting. I'll have to take a look on that. Coliseum stream would be so cool. Yeah! HD remaster that came with Wolf-Link Amiibo. That sounds so cool. Yeah. And can you believe next year, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is going to be 20 years old next year. 20. And I'm like, ugh. I feel old. And in 2 years, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn will be 20 years old. And it's like, oh no. Hey, Sin! Hopefully you're doing well, friend. Just in time. Alright. My goals. Hopefully. I'll try to do some. If I can't do all, I'll try getting some. My goals. Get into more voice acting. I want to do that more often. I want to start working and releasing my webcomic. Because I have one that's been planned for a few years. And I've been working on concept arts and all that sort of jazz. So, yay. I want to learn enough German to make conversations at least. Because I have family from Germany. And I want a surprise family to talk in German, at least some conversations here and there, and understand. And also, I just want to learn a new language. I feel like that would be fun. collab with more VTuber friends. I want to do that more. Especially with a friend of mine, Nintendo. He debuted with his new model. So I would like to try doing debuts with him. Or doing fun collabs with each other. And some other people too. But then again, it's scary to talk to people. It's scary to talk and say, hey, do you want to collab? Do you want to do this? I don't know. People scare me. I'm covering these words. Yep. German variant ancestry? Ooh, that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna shrink myself because it's covering a lot of these words. There we go. It's a little better. Try to make and release YouTube videos. I want to do that. I'm like, the editing might not be the best, but I want to try releasing some videos. Especially since the highlight VODs are taken down on Twitch. So, I want to try working on that too. Hello, Twilight the Cabbage. Hopefully, or Cabbit, excuse me. Hopefully you're doing wonderful today, friend. And I want to try to sing. And the problem is I'm such a huge perfectionist. I worry that it's going to be like, this is off key. I'm never singing again. That kind of thing. But yeah, we all have to start somewhere, and I don't know. Sometimes trying something new can be very scary. Now, lore parts. We're in for the lore. So, you notice that on, let me enlarge myself a little. I have a purple and green gem on the top of my hat, and you may not be able to see it, but I have a green gem on my vest and a purplish pink gem on the other side. It's just covered by my hair and capelet. So, this is my left hand, or basically maybe sort of like a vassal of sort, someone to help me or confide alongside me. In his title, he's the General Monarch. His name is Periet. Though, of course, my right hand. They will call him the Clown. He's 5'10", his physical age, at least when he was alive, he was in his 30s. But given by his grown age, especially how he talks, like, especially that he's well aware with some of Shakespearean stuff, I assume he's probably around 300 years old, 360 years old. Especially even with those butterflies on his shoulder, he's really good with his illusions. And those butterflies, well, if you see them flying around, you know he's watching you. Those butterflies are his eyes, so you better be careful. And plus, with my abilities getting a little better, I can kind of see through his quote-unquote eyes too. But it's only half of my eye, so it's not as good as his, but it's something. But yeah, he can teleport, and his coat, his full coat can change into similar to the butterfly wings, which is pretty cool. And as his weapon, he usually uses a cane, but that rapier, there's a rapier hidden inside of it. He usually doesn't bring that out unless he needs to. And he wields like a small musket on the side of his leg as well. I wish I had like a little mouse thing I could show, like it's a presentation sort of thing. Though from what I can understand from Period, he's a more calm individual. He doesn't talk about certain things about himself, but there are times I have seen through his memory a woman that he used to dance with before his unfaded demise. Then again, back then people see the commoners as low beneath. I wonder if he thinks about her, or if he remembers her at all for being dead for so long. But who knows? It's up to him if he wishes to open up about these things, to which I will not pry. The mind can be incredibly deadly. Perfectionism is a stressful thing to break through. It can be, yes. Now, onto my right hand. Beast, the Blade Collector. Though they're often given the nickname by Harriet the Cat. They are quite short, they're 5'5". Given by their physical age, they look quite young. So my assumption would be like probably in their mid-late teens. But it's actually kind of weird when you find out that they're actually much older, even older than Harriet. And how I was able to differentiate how old they were is that they mentioned that they noticed that some sort of divine punishment happened to their hometown way back. It was so bad that even the guards disappeared or some died while standing guard. So my guess it might have to do with an old classic bubonic plague maybe 600 years ago. Then again, what a scary fate to go down to. But yes, for a blade collector, they can wield multiple wounds just fine. They can pull wound weapons out of the foe. Wound weapons, I would say, are... You know how they say words are like daggers, or words are like weapons against you? Kinda like that. But sometimes they can leave scars on you, and linger much more deep than you imagine. That they can find, and they can take that out, may even use it against you. And depending on the severity of it, well, I wish you luck on that. But they're not heartless. And sometimes they like to hide in my shadow. Literally. I don't know why they do it, they just like to, maybe make fun of me? I don't know. But yes, I would say weapon-wise, they are very skilled with using multiple weapons. So I would suggest not being an annoyance on them, per se. Alright. Now, to me! Design... Oh no! Holy... Oh, shit. Crap. Hold on. That is so weird. I edited the thing. What's going on? The credits were off. Did it not properly... Hold on. I'm so sorry, folks. I thought I had it set up. I thought I re-edited the thing. Ah, okay, okay. I see what I did wrong. I did not save it as this. Okay. Save. I am so sorry, folks. Give me a sec. Alright, do 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 do. Trash. Let's put it... Alright. Yeah, I accidentally, just added something. Yeah, I like... The music is fire. Yeah, Pirate Town is really good jazz. And I love it. I'm here for it. Okay. I am so sorry about that. Now credits. Proper credits. Design and ref credits by Neong Gulo, who is with us in the chat. Who is also my brother. Who he has designed this lovely designs and ref for the 2.0 mailbox. Thank you so much, Neong Lugo. And for the PNG Plus credits is Tapioku. There is their Blue Sky account right there. And there is Nyonggo's Twitter account. You could take a look. A fan art tag is hashtag HailboxArt. I know it doesn't sound too creative, but it's something. It was really hard to try to think of it. Tapioku did a good job. They did. I love it so much. Big rule for fan art and all that sort of thing. If there are people interested, I do not like NSFW stuff. No NSFW whatsoever. I do not feel comfortable with that on me or any of my characters or my vassals, so that's a big no-no. And I do have a coffee coming soon. I'm just trying to work on that. I've been busy with other things, so it's, been very busy. But yeah. Another little cool detail, I got a capelet like the other two. So now I fit in the capelet trio. Honestly, it's wonderful. This design is awesome. Now I got two little cowlicks. I got some colorings of like a lilac with blondes. It's so cool, man. It's rather awesome. I don't know what to say. But yeah, it's awesome. How much time does the time have? Okay, we got time. But yeah, I'm so sorry about earlier why I didn't stream exactly on time at 7. I was having technical difficulties with stuff that I had to relog and log back in and whatnot. But now it's fixed. Hooray! So for my lore, we went through Theriats. We went through a bit of beasts. Now for me, ouch, I hit my shoulder. Hold on, let me change the music to if this will let me. Where's the music? I know it's here somewhere. I had it. Need to change to different music. Is it this one? Not the right one. Alright. There we go. So, for my character's lore, my hair wasn't always this bright of color, nor were certain shades more dimmer. For being a mailbox, there comes at a price. For I am cursed with a certain ability in order to become a mailbox. Though, who's to say that was my own choice? And sadly, this does come with a severe consequence. That half of my lifespan has been halved. And what will happen to me? I don't know. Probably might end up like Period and Beast, joining the mass groups, and maybe the cycle repeat. They will find a new host, and once again, repeat. But obviously, I didn't realize how serious this was until my abilities got better. I can basically let out mail letters out through magic. I can use Period and Beast in fights. It's fascinating, but also scary. Makes you wonder what else could be in store. Can fate be distorted? Or is fate settled in? To that, we will not know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Also, my cat is looking at me. So she says hi to the chat. Another thing. Let me just... Alright. Alright. Serious note aside. So yeah. For what I would call chat, I would still call chat. Not that creative on things. I would think letters, probably, but that's not something I would settle with. And of course, there is more stuff gonna be happening. I am getting a new overlay soon. So, a new overlay for art, for gaming, my intros, BRBs, and offlines. So those will be coming soon as well. So for now, you might have to bear with the starting soon that you guys just witnessed, and just a bit plain, basically plain like art screen you'll see. What else? And emotes. I will be working on new emotes too. So I will work on new emotes. Might be a little difficult, but I will do the best I can. Try to do more research on that I can tolerate to do. But I do have a lot on my plate this month and next month. But it will be plenty of time for me to try to stream for you guys before August, because I will be flying out in 2 weeks for August to, yeah. But I will make the best of it and do what I can. But yes. I feel like I should be saying any questions, but it's like, I don't know, is that proper to say, hey, do you guys have any questions in this presentation? I don't know. I've never done these before, so I'm a bit nervous. I hope I did these right. But yeah, once again, a huge round of applause to design, refs, and credits, Neon Glugo and PNG, plus Tapioku. Again, thank you two so much for this. And I love it very much, thank you. And I've done art, hold on. I need to show the image. Because I've done this silhouette so many times. Kaboom. Ah, it's too big! I made it too big. Here's the full artwork. I want to add more to it. To make it like a splash art. But here's the look of it. Kaboom. Look at that. Yeah, it's really fun. But yeah, I might try to plan to change around with the masks and add half fully with Periot and Beast. But right now it's just, I'm glad this is out and whatnot. But hey, here's the good news. I still got my hat. I still got a hat. Because that's the one thing I will never get rid of, is a nice purple hat. Now, another thing. For when I'll stream again. I'm set on either tomorrow or... Let me double check my calendar. 15. Either tomorrow or Monday. Because I have been in a huge art mood, but I've been doing it off to prep for Art Fight in July, so I'm really excited about that. But also I want to catch up for Honkai Star Rail for Amphorius. So I can't wait for that. I don't know, so much happening at once. I could do it right now, but it's like, I don't have everything prepped. I'm just only prepped things for the starting soon and presentation. So I'm a little messed up with the handing out of stuff. But, yeah. But yeah. The end. The end. That is the end of the presentation. Hooray!